Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we got another MLB slate to go over, so we're not going to waste any time here. We got, I think, 13, 14, 15 games, something along those lines.
16.
Double header in there that we're not going to be covering, but you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with the video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at Bets Earl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord link if you guys want to join that. The link to that will be in the description of the video down below. And we also have merch if you guys want to help support the channel that way. The link to that is also in the description of the video down below. We also have our contest going if you guys want to. You guys can still enter that. There is 5 days left in that contest. We're going to take a quick look at the standings there. We have Andreas Monti up 11.4 units on a 12-3 run right now, followed behind by Wheezy at 16-9 and 5, 5.7 units gained. Raymond Mason 7-2, 3.5 units gained. Katie Fisher 11-11, 2.94 units gained. And there's still 5 days left, so you guys still have a chance to enter and potentially win. It's less likely now, seeing that you guys have waited this long, but there's still opportunity. All you guys gotta do is leave your best bet in the comment section below for this baseball video. You can do it for the hockey video and the basketball video as well. So, all right, now a quick recap of yesterday. I went 1-4-1. My personal bets went 2-4 though, because I got the Mets and the Nationals at 8.5. Unfortunately, by the time we recorded the video, it was 8. I still liked it, and it pushed. It is what it is. Our losses: Chicago, they were up 2-0, blew a lead, and didn't look good after that. We didn't get any offense out of the Cubs, out of the Reds or Cardinals. That game went under. Phillies and Rockies. I was just riding that under streak with Colorado, and it just came to an end yesterday. It is what it is. And LA run line, they were up 5-3 in that game, and they gave up a late run there to make it 5-4, and unfortunately, run line couldn't cash. And then we got the win within, I think, the first 3 innings of that LA Angels and Houston Astros game. It was an absolute blowout, 16-2, over smashes there. I went 1-4-1. I'm 54-53 on the year, 50.5%, up 11.5 units. So still making some money.
Yeah, you're over hitting the fourth inning just
Fourth
to
inning, okay.
give you an exact.
Alright.
Yesterday was a solid day for me. Unfortunately, didn't get wins from the 2 teams that lost. For me, both had leads at one point. Cleveland lost 2-1 after being up 1-0. San Diego was up 1-0 and 2-0, and then they ended up blowing that. Other than that, got wins from Kansas City, St. Louis, Milwaukee, the under in the New York Yankees Cleveland game, and a win from the Miami Marlins. Very solid day, up 3.3 units from yesterday, went 5-2. Almost back to that 500 mark, but record really doesn't matter. The unit size right there, I've gained almost 5 units this year. So even if you got a losing record, you could still make some money on them dogs.
All right, and let's get right into this card here. We are starting it off with the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles. We get Jesus Luzardo taking on John Means.
Oakland Athletics and the Baltimore Orioles.
What'd I say?
Houston Astros.
Yeah, Oakland Athletics, yeah. I don't know why I said that, but that is our opening matchup here. John Means takes on Jesus Luzardo, minus 132 for the Athletics, plus 122 for the Orioles, over under 8 runs. Where are you looking for this first game?
Normally, the responsible thing and the smart thing would not to be catching a falling knife after it's won 13 straight games. That being said, I'm taking the Baltimore Orioles today, plus 122. John Means is a strong pitcher. Want to know 1.52 ERA. I don't really trust Luzardo as much, even though, yes, the Oakland Athletics have won 13 straight games. After a team hits like 9 or 10, that's when I start to either not bet that game or fade them completely. This time, I'm going to be going with John Means and the Baltimore Orioles today, snapping that 13-game win streak of the Oakland Athletics.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I think this is the game. It comes to the end for this monstrous winning streak for Oakland. I just don't think it's retainable any longer. They're up to 13 straight games now. I really like John Means, though, this year. Yeah, he's looked really good. We want to know a .48 ERA, .8 WHIP, 18 strikeouts. He's given up.
It says 1.52 here.
On DraftKings, it has it at .48.
No,
He's given up 1 run in 18 2/3 innings. Yeah, that should be correct.
Here, you keep talking. Nope, he's pitched 3 games.
Yeah.
He's allowed 4 runs in 16 and 2/3 innings. Is that number right? Yeah, sounds right. Yep.
So okay, didn't throw in his Seattle start apparently. Okay, but I like
wasn't
John.
part of this late.
Yeah, I like John Means. He's just, I think, a very talented pitcher, and I like the Orioles in this spot. I bet him at +130. I like him still at +122. I think this should be closer to a pick 'em. I think there's a massive pitching advantage for these Orioles here. Give me Baltimore here +122 versus the Oakland Athletics. Our next game here is going to be the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. -151 for the Mets, +139 for the Nationals. Over under of 7.5 runs for this game. And we're getting Patrick Corbin versus Tajon Walker. Careful, there might be rain in the forecast here. That being said, I like the under a little bit in this game. These are two teams that still continue to struggle to hit the ball. The Nationals are 2-7-1 over under in their last 10 games. Mets are 2-6-2, so combined 4 games have gone over the total. And looking at this, I think potentially we saw something very promising out of Patrick Corbin last appearance. He had a really bad start to the year, pinched the 10.95 ERA. But last start he went out and gave 6 shutout innings against the St. Louis Cardinals, only giving up four hits and striking out 5 batters, not walking anyone. I think that's a very promising sign here. I'm going with the Washington Nationals at +139. I bet them last night at +144, but I still like the value here. I have this lined around at +122. So give me the Washington Nationals here, +139 versus the New York Mets. Where are you looking at this one?
I'm looking towards other games. I'm passing on this one. If anything, a lean towards the Mets. Tajon Walker has actually pitched decent this year, and even though Corbin did have a good start his last time out, I'm still not putting any stock into it. He's still got a +10 ERA. Yes, it is still early in the season, but it's still meh. He did do it against. He did have a good start against St. Louis, which has had a struggling offense lately. So I'm not really putting too much into it. This one is going to just be a pass for me, and I'll look towards other games.
All right. Our next game here is the Boston Red Sox and the Seattle Mariners. -198 for the Red Sox, +182 now for the Mariners. That line's moved up a little bit here. We're getting Eduardo Rodriguez taking Nick Margevicius here. Margevicius. I tried. But looking at this game, why not continue running with the Mariners here? This is a very good team right now. They're sitting on top of their division. Or actually, they're, I think, 1 game behind Oakland. But they've won 7 of their last 10 games. They've looked really good doing it. They won yesterday really well. I'm going with Seattle here. I bet them last night at +187, and then I took them off of my video picks because they dropped down to a +169. But now that they're back up to a +182, I'm taking them here. Seattle Mariners +182 versus the Boston Red Sox. I think they get the job done here, and I think they can get a nice upset win. Where are you looking here?
I'm looking at the same spot. If you look at Margevicius, however you pronounce his numbers, they're a little bit skewed. He's been a long reliever this year, and he has not. I mean, I think he's made 2 starts and 2 appearances out of the bullpen, so his numbers might be skewed just a little bit because he hasn't had much time to pitch. Going up against Eduardo Rodriguez, who is probably one of the better pitchers on the Red Sox. That's why the line's probably spread out that much. But Seattle's been on fire. And I don't see regression out of them just yet. I see Seattle being able to pull off an upset as well today. I grabbed them at plus 169, but plus 182 is even a nice number.
Yep. All right, our next game here is going to be the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Indians. Minus 130 for the Yankees, plus 120 for the Indians. Over under of 8 runs for this game. Where are we looking at this one, Tim?
Once again, I'm looking towards other games. This one's a pass. I've been on this game 2 days in a row. I've been on the Indians 2 days in a row, and it has not paid off for me. Yes, you're not supposed to have like bias and stuff when it comes to it in terms of recency, but this one's just a fade for me. The pitching matchup is not strong. The hitters are not strong, and it's to the point where I don't want to lay minus 130 on the Yankees, and I don't think there's enough value on the Indians. This one's gonna be a pass for me, and I'll look towards other games.
Yeah, I'm not looking at a side here, but I am looking at a total, and I just realized I have action in the first 4 games, and I'm totally okay with it because I see plenty of value here. We're going under the total here between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. These are two teams that are continuing to struggle to hit the ball. The Indians with a team batting average of 202, which is 30th in the MLB. The Yankees at 207, 29th. These are two teams that their batting averages are low. Their runs are low, 3.6 and 3.63, which is 26th and 27th in the MLB. Not to mention, these are two very talented pitching staffs. Yankees, 5th in team ERA, 4th in team whip, 1st in team bullpen ERA. Indians, 8th in ERA, 8th in whip, 5th in bullpen. These are two very talented pitching staffs. I'm very high on Tristan McKenzie as well. I think he's going to have a very good career in Cleveland. I'm going under the total here of 8 runs. I think this total is a little high, and we're getting a nice value here. So I'm taking the under 8 runs between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. Our next game here is going to be the Detroit Tigers hosting the Kansas City Royals. Minus 117 for these Royals, plus 107 for the Tigers here. Danny Duffy takes on Michael Fulmer. Over under of 8 runs for this game, and this is going to be a pass for me, most likely. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to this game much at all. The only thing I would look at was that the Detroit Tigers first 5 at plus 110, but I don't think that's just a number I want to get to. Just not something I'm interested in laying. So it's going to be a pass for me. No action here. Between the Royals and the Tigers. Where are you looking here?
I'm all right with laying that minus 117 for Kansas City. They've won 3 straight games. They're the first place team in the AL Central. They're off to a very good start. We get Danny Duffy, who is 2-1 this year and has allowed 1 earned run in 18 innings of pitching. His 1 loss came. It said that when he allowed no runs, but most likely they were unearned. So he has been pitching really, really well this year, going up against a Detroit Tiger team who's just been struggling to hit. And why not ride the hype train? Why not ride the winning streak of the Kansas City Royals? I'm on them. Let's get it.
All right. Our next game here is going to be the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Minus 124 for Toronto, plus 114 for the Rays. We're getting Luis Patino for the Rays versus Hyunjin Ryu on the Jays side. Where are you looking for this one?
For this one, I'm fading it. I'm not betting this game. If anything, a slight lean towards the Toronto Blue Jays. I like Hyunjin Ryu. I think he's a really good pitcher. He has not had a good start to the year, but that does not mean he can't pitch still. Going up against Patino, who's making his first start of the year, so I don't know whether or not he could be rusty. What's the deal with him? So this one's gonna be a pass for me, but lean towards the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, for me, it's a slight lean actually towards the Tampa Bay Rays. I see this as a pick'em. I'm not gonna bet this game just because I don't know what to expect from Patino. So I'm not interested in backing someone I just haven't seen anything from. That's not a decent name. So pass for me here between these two teams. We're gonna be skipping over the doubleheaders. To be honest, I didn't write anything down for the doubleheaders because we didn't get information for them until this morning. So we're gonna be passing on those 2 games, which leads us to our next game here: the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. Minus 185 for the White Sox, plus 170 for the Rangers, and it was supposed to be Lucas Giolito.
Nope.
It is not Lucas
Michael
Giolito.
Kopech.
We're
Kopech.
getting Michael Kopech here. So if you bet the Rangers last night on action, you get a plus 200 versus Kopech.
Nice.
I unfortunately did not do that. He'll be taking on Kohei Arihara. And this is another just pass for me. I just don't see any value in this game, even with Kopech in. Now, I feel like maybe a little bit of value on the Rangers, but I'm not going to be betting the Rangers today. I'm going to lay off this game. I think there are better games to target than the White Sox and the Rangers here tonight. I just don't see any value on this game. So no action for me here.
Yeah, this one's a fade for me as well. Arihara has been pitching halfway decent this year. He's 2-1, 2.221 ERA. But it's still not a spot that I really want to particularly get to. And at a plus 170, I feel like Seattle's a better dog than Texas is, and I normally don't try to bet two huge dogs in one day. So I'm going to pass on this one. Maybe a slight lean towards that Chicago White Sox run line, but at the same time, probably not. This one's just a pass.
All right, that'll bring us to our next matchup here. The LA Angels taking on the Houston Astros. Minus 133 for the Astros, plus 123 for the Angels. Over under of 8 runs for this game. We're getting Lance McCullers Jr. taking on Dylan Bundy. And where are we looking at this game?
We are not really looking at it. Another pass for me. Angels have been in a tailspin lately. They've lost 4 straight games. They just have been struggling to hit the ball. Yesterday they lost 16-2. So I don't feel like LA is a team that you can go ahead and bet on. And at the same time, I don't want to go after the Astros either. It's just not a spot that I want to go. McCullers, yes, he's been struggling a little bit to start the year, 1-1, 5.27 ERA. But I just don't want to go after either team today. I like other plays on the slate, and we'll just stick with those.
Yeah, I'm not going to go after any teams here. I am going to go after some runs because I think, as we've seen with these two teams, we're going to see some runs in these games. Dylan Bundy doesn't really scare me. He's 0-2 with a 4.5 ERA, 1.21 WHIP. Lance McCullers, he's looked okay, 1-1. Actually, not great, 5.27 ERA, 1.24 WHIP. So these guys are two guys who do give up runs. They do give up hits. And I think we're going to see some offense here. Also, these bullpens are awful. The Angels are 26th in the league at 5.29 bullpen ERA. Just not something I want to be thinking about if I want to bet under in this game. ERAs, this Angels team, last in team ERA, last in team WHIP. And this is just an over. These two teams are over machines. Astros have gone over in their last 3 games. The Angels have gone over in their last 4. So I'm taking the over here, minus 125, with the Astros and the Angels. Which brings us to our next matchup of the day. The Minnesota Twins take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Will Crow taking on Matt Shoemaker for this matchup. Minus 195 for these Twins, plus 179 for the Pirates. Over under of 8 runs for this game, and this is another no action for me here. I just don't see any value on these Twins here. It's just not a spot I want to get to. The line is just too wide for me here, and I don't see Will Crow really putting out any type of decent performance. He went a third of an inning in his last start. He only gave up 1 run on 1 hit. He walked 2 and struck out 2. So I don't know what happened with him there. Maybe injury or something. But I'm not interested in targeting this game at all. I think there's better games out there.
His 1 game was a relief pitching start.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know why the Minnesota Twins are... I'm not going to say why they're favorites, but why they're minus 195 favorites. They are 7-12. They are playing like Dookie. And you're telling me I have to lay a minus 195 to get them today? No. On the same side, I am not going after Crow, who's going to be making a start today. instead of a relief appearance. The line's way too wide. No, I'm not going to go after this one. Just throw this one in the garbage. Move on.
All right. The next game here is the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. And this, if you guys saw our video last night, this will be our premium play over on picks and parlays. We're taking one game per slate and putting those as premium plays. So we're not going to be going over this game. We're just going to skip over it and head to our next game. We're going to looking at Milwaukee taking on the Chicago Cubs. Minus 123 for the Brewers. Plus 113 for the Cubs. Jake Arrieta versus Brandon Woodruff. Over under of 6.5 for this game. So the wind blowing in Wrigley Field. So where are you looking at this one?
I am looking away from the wind. Okay. I passed on this one. I just couldn't grab the Brewers at a minus 123. Oh wait, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. Sorry, it's been a long morning. Yes, I did. Minus 123 for Woodruff. I felt like Woodruff is definitely going to have a better start than Arrieta. I feel like a bounce back game is prevalent. Oh, wait, no, they won yesterday. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do still like the Milwaukee Brewers today. Woodruff has been pitching really well, 1-0 with a 1.96 ERA. Jake Arrieta is 3-1 with a 2.86. Chicago is starting to score more, but I do think the Brewers are going to be able to take care of this game.
Yeah, for me, it's a slight lean towards the Chicago Cubs. I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. I see actually no value on this game anymore. I wanted to bet it last night at plus 127. I just never got to it. And now that the line moved on this game, I have no interest in it at all. So it's going to be a pass for this one. Just going to move on and look at the next game here. We are getting the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Colorado Rockies. Minus 113 for the Rockies, plus 103 for the Phillies. Over under of 11 runs for this game. We're getting Chase Anderson versus John Gray. And looking at this matchup, I'm wondering why we're still getting plus money on this Phillies team to fade the Rockies. I like the Red Dog in Coors Field today. I still think that obviously this Rockies team is one of, if not the worst team in baseball. They're struggling to hit even in Coors, and I know Chase Anderson's not the greatest of pitchers, but sorry about that. But I'll be taking the Phillies here at the short plus price tag versus the Colorado Rockies. What are you looking at for this one?
I'm looking in the same direction as you. I grabbed Philadelphia plus 102 or something, whatever they were earlier. Chase Anderson has struggled this year. John Gray has been all right. He's been a 2-1, 2.42 ERA. But we're in Coors, and I don't think that pitchers matter. I feel like the Phillies offense is going to be a little bit better than the Rockies offense, and you're getting plus money to fade a team that most likely will be bottom 3, if not the worst team in the league by the end of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Philadelphia Phillies plus 103 in this one.
All right, and we're skipping over that the second of the doubleheader.
Before we get into the Sunday Night Baseball game, the Miami Marlins have not announced a pitcher yet against the Giants today. If we like that game, make sure you're following our Twitter. We'll post out something about that later on.
I think it's likely Paul Campbell.
But there's no line on it right now.
All right. And then we head to the marquee matchup of the day. We get Sunday Night Baseball here. Minus 123 for the Dodgers. Plus 113 for the Padres. Over under of 7.5 runs for this game. We're getting Joe Musgrove taking on Dustin May in this matchup. And I'm passing on this game. I'm going to end with a pass in this video. I know, boring, whatever. I lean towards the Dodgers here. I just don't see any value on this line. And I'm just going to lay off right now. It's Dodgers or nothing here. Slightly towards the under. These two teams have been playing a little bit more towards the under lately. But no action for me here.
I keep going to them. I just keep going to them. Slam Diego. I think they are playing a 4-game series. I think it's a 2-1 in favor of the Padres. Yes, Padres. Thank you. I know what. There's so many games that go on every single day. I can't remember them all. But I think Padres go and win the series. Yeah, they go into San Diego and win 3 out of 4. into LA and win 3 out of 4. Musgrove is pitching really well this year. Granted, he does have that no-hitter. And I don't really trust Dustin May. He's the weak link on this Dodger rotation. And getting plus money to get the Padres against Dustin May, I'm going to grab that all day.
All right, let's go for a quick recap of our plays for the day, and then we're going to head on out for this video. I'm taking the Baltimore Orioles here, plus 122. And then we're going with the Nationals, plus 139. The Mariners, plus 182. The under in the Yankees and the Indians game of 8 minus 115. And then we're taking the over in the Angels game at minus 125 at the run total of 8. And we're getting the Philadelphia Phillies, plus 103 versus the Colorado Rockies.
All right, we're taking the Baltimore Orioles as well to snap that 13-game streak of the Oakland Athletics. We're grabbing those Seattle Mariners, who are just red hot right now. We're grabbing the Kansas City Royals, who are playing really well. We get the Brewers at minus 126. We get the Phillies, plus money against the Colorado Rockies. And we get the San Diego Padres on Sunday Night Baseball.
Alrighty. And let me add in my Seattle play because the line moved and I liked it then. So we're taking Seattle plus 182. Alright. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, liking, and commenting, and subscribing to the channel and turning on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Real Sports Bets. But that's going to do it for this video.
Once again, if you guys want to go check us out on picksandparleys.net, we have our premium plays there. We have one premium play for each sport, along with Counter-Strike articles that I write. It's under the free picks, under esports. No article today. Next one will be on Wednesday night for Thursday games, but just figured I'd mention that as well. Picksandparleys.com and Picks and Parleys on YouTube, picksandparleys.net on links to those are in the description below. Go check them out.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the MLB today. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.